Hey y'all, this is your girl Martha with BU Crafting. So I want to tell y'all a little story. It happened birthday night. So I told y'all, we had to stop and get coffee on my last reel. Okay, so I had like my birthday reward. I was like, hey Josh, look on my McDonald's app. I should have a birthday reward. Saving the pennies. So, anyways, we stop. And yes, I am going to call out the name because, y'all, I have never in my life experienced this type of service ever. And I have worked in fast food, y'all, at Chick-fil-A. Like, I have experienced fast food and at Cracker Barrel. So, yes, I do have a viewpoint. And I have been on the other side. So, anyways, we stop at the Love's in Leeds, Alabama. And they have a McDonald's and they have a Subway. Okay? We go in and we order the coffee on the kiosk thing. And they weren't really that busy, y'all. Not trying to be ugly about it. They weren't really that busy. But it should have been a red flag sign to me when a girl, she had no uniform on, no nothing, come walking in, giggling and stuff, wanting to talk to another little girl, I guess wanting to gossip. I don't know. And then I said, Josh, let me go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, come back, thought, well, maybe I'll come back, my, sorry, Josh just sent me a text, y'all. We're trying to meet up with somebody for church day. I was like, okay, then maybe my coffee will be done because it's just one coffee. And they really weren't like that busy. Okay, so, and I get back and there's no coffee. And I'm looking at this situation and I'm waiting like a really long time. It's done past 10 to 15 minutes, y'all. We hadn't quite hit 20 yet. I was like, okay, let me get another 5. Well, finally, I go in there to Love's guy at the counter like this behind the register in Love's. I'm like, hey, y'all need to do something with these McDonald workers. Like, because, y'all, we hadn't been acknowledged. No one said, hey, we'll be right with you. We had a little situation, we'll be right with you. I don't mind waiting. I have no issues with waiting, okay? I can wait all day long. It's not an issue as long as you acknowledge me, okay? So, anyways, I'm trying to tell him, hey, this isn't right. He's like, well, I don't have anything to do with the McDonald's. McDonald's has something to do with the McDonald's. And I thought, boy, well, Lowe's is about to because, yeah. So then I go back in there. I'm like, hey, y'all, I just want my iced coffee. And then another man comes in. I look at him and I was playing psychology because I really wanted to see, because y'all, I've been sitting there the entire time, not saying a word, not doing anything. The only thing I do when I came back to the bathroom was ask Josh if my coffee was made, and that was it. And I thought, dang, it's taking a little bit forever. That was it. That's the only thing that was said. It wasn't rude, wasn't anything. I'm just like, wow, what's going on? Okay, so then, sorry, my phone's moving because I talk with my hands. So then I look at the girl. She rings up this guy, and I look at him. I said, look, it's taking forever. I've been waiting for a while for my drink because I was playing psychology. I really wanted to see if these people were really being that ugly to me. Like, I really wanted to see what was going on. Like, because I hadn't done anything to these folks. So then I said, hey, it's going to take me at your order. They haven't even given me my iced coffee. Well, then the girl rings up his stuff, and he asks. He said, hey, is my order going to take a while? It didn't take his order long at all, y'all. They pushed it out. Then the girl behind the register that was very capable of making my coffee tells the other two girls, and one of them's not even in uniform, y'all, and she's like behind the counter. Okay, one of them's not even in uniform behind the counter. They are giggling. Okay, these two girls are giggling at this point. The one that, and she was like, are y'all going to make her iced coffee? Okay, so then I went back up there because I'm like, who do you talk to? Like, who in the world do you talk to? Because apparently the manager on duty does not care either. Like, y'all, and this was like it was like at 10 o'clock at night. I'm not even kidding with you. It was like 10 o'clock at night. 10 o'clock, 10, something around there. I have to look at my receipt because I did keep my receipt. Because, y'all, I've had to sit on it because try to make sure my wording is okay, because I will be sending an email to Love's. I will be sending an email, and then there's a Subway worker, and she's watching this, and she's being nosy, y'all. But not one time is she saying a word to me or trying to fix it. Nobody is trying to fix this situation so I can get my iced coffee. And these two girls are on there giggling. Y'all, they better be glad that I don't have like one of those temperaments, because y'all seen those videos where those people come behind the counter after those folks. Like, y'all, if those are your kids behind that counter, You might want to sit down and have a conversation with them about how you treat people. Because I didn't do anything wrong. I was just sitting there. Me, Josh, and the nephew. Okay? So 20 minutes passed. I done went back up there to the Love's counter. Tell the dude, hey, I've been waiting way too long. They done did this order. They think it's funny. They are giggling. The Subway girl is just watching the situation. Then finally I look at Josh, and I have that little instinct about me, y'all. I would never known this. You know, I think it's like a God wink. He said, go to the other leads McDonald's. So I get in the car. Y'all, I had no idea. But I did know that I paid for it and everything, and I was going to get it. Because I paid like 35 cents because I did the no sugar. Which I know 35 cents, 35 cents. But the point is, though, is that they had no business acting the way they were acting. So I call the other leads. I'm like, hey, I'm up here at this Leeds at Love's in Leeds, Alabama. And I'm like, look, I had my birthday rewards. And I was very honest with her. I was like, look, I have my birthday rewards. I just need my coffee so I can get home. You know I could win and got coffee at the Love's, but at that point I didn't want to. Not the way that guy was not handling either. I mean, nobody was trying to help me in this situation. Nobody cared on how I was getting treated. Like, nobody cared, and that was the issue. So then the woman on the phone, apparently they've been having issues with this McDonald's at Love's in Leeds, Alabama. Okay, y'all. So don't go there. Don't go there. It's not a good place. And it seems that the later it gets, the crappier the service gets, which is insane to me because people come in and out all night. Like, people, stop your coffee, this and that. You know, it is crazy to me. So anyways, I said, look, can I please come just get my coffee? I have my receipt. And granted, we're at 20 minutes. 20 minutes, y'all would know. The only time they acknowledge me is when they're giggling in my face. And they're hiding behind a thing giggling. And at this point, the nephew is watching and analyzing and all the above. Lord, he was really watching. And he was like, wow. Like, pretty much, I had to tell him this is not how you act. When you're in a service job, you service people. Period. Like, it's your job. That's what you're getting paid to do. You know, I don't know what their deal is. I didn't know. So anyways, I drove to the other exit down to go and get my coffee, y'all. And the one was very nice, the other one. And it's the Leeds McDonald's close to the Walmart. And she was very sweet. She was very nice. She walked up to the counter and she did have a flash camera. I was just taking a picture of me. I don't know. And I said, hey, are you taking a picture of me? You know, and she's like, no, my camera's messed up. I don't know about all that. But she did take a picture of my receipt and said she's going to send it up to corporate. And I have really and truly have been sitting on this, and we're now on Wednesday, and I really am trying to figure out how to word this to make sure that proper things get done. Because it should. I think we're moving, y'all. But anyways, I just want to let y'all know, like, what would y'all done in my situation? Because y'all can clearly tell I'm not someone that's like, I'm not a demanding person in the boat. I just said, hey, can I please have my coffee? Y'all been waiting too long. Y'all been serving all the people, and no one said, hey, no one's acknowledged, no one's let me know whether or not the coffee machine was down. Like, nothing. Okay. But the other one, just fine, didn't have to pay anything. They made my coffee. It seems that other people too have been going to them from the other McDonald's. McDonald's has a problem. A big one. But anyways, y'all let me know, what y'all done in that situation? Because I was just appalled. And the nephew saw firsthand on how we don't handle ourselves, because that's one thing we're really big about. But I love y'all. I'm about to move up in this. We're moving on up because they're getting ready to start calling. But I love y'all. Bye.